so I made this video for anybody who's looking for information about how long an easy peasy all-in-one homeschool day using their curriculum lasts. And I also made this for anybody who's trying to see how to use the curriculum with multiple kids in one computer, because that's our situation, is we just have one computer. And so it was really hard trying to figure out how to juggle it all. But I just kind of pieced together some different things, and it's really working well. And this is a typical day using easy peasy all-in-one homeschool curriculum. Thanks. This is a late morning for us. Normally we start school sooner than this, but we're starting close to 10 today. We've just had a busy morning. But so welcome to our house, and you'll see how a typical easy peasy all-in-one homeschool day works. So this is how we set up the table every morning. We set out everybody's workbooks. I order the workbooks from Easy Peasy. You can do the entire curriculum on the computer. I don't like that because I have 3 kids. So it's easier if we have some of the workbooks ordered so that we can take it on the go. We can go to the park. We can do school here. We could do, it's just more relaxed whenever everybody's not having to share a computer. So this is my workbook, and I have my attendance is in here. My weekly lesson plans are in here. And then this is our 3rd grade workbook. So we have the math and the language arts. 4th grade hasn't come out yet, so we're still waiting on that. But we have the 3rd grade reader as well, and it has all of the poems. Right now we're working on poems for reading. It has all the chapter books. Everything that you need is in here for school. And we use a binder system. So some people do different things. I use a binder system. So she would write down, we really haven't been writing very much, but because we have the workbooks for her. But so she would write down all her work in here, and we save it with a loose leaf. And I print out all the papers that we're going to need for the day. So this is for our science and social studies today. And I keep them all over here in the morning, so the kids already know what we're going to be working on. All right, so that's for her. This is for my son. He's in 4th grade, and so we only have the reader available for him. And we have the dictionary because every day he's been writing out different definitions and things. And so here is his reading section, and each day he's writing out the definitions to words and things. We start early, so that's why it says July on everything. And then I also have a pre-K'er. So we're finishing up getting ready, the first section of getting ready. After we finish the letters, then he'll be starting on reading. Now for him, I use 2 workbooks. So I have the Getting Ready 1 workbook. I also found this at Aldi's, and I love this book. And it's just another, reinforcement of the letters. And I mean, you can see it's kind of sloppy. I'm not really particular. As long as he's learning, it's good. So we're almost getting down to the reading section. You know, you can see he's gone pretty far. We're on S's now. We're heading to T's. But, so this is how we set up in the morning. And I have, for the pencils and things like that, I just keep them in a bucket. So here's our crayon bucket from the Dollar Tree. And here is our pencil bucket from the Dollar Tree. And, these erasers came from the Dollar Tree. I think the tape did. I just get wherever I see a bargain. So we always start off our day with the big kids reading out of their workbooks, so they're going to be reading, and then our pre-K'er, he's going to be working on the computer because Easy Peasy with Getting Ready 1, you have videos and things to help you learn. So they're using their reading workbooks, and we're going to come back to them in a minute after we finish reading. While brother and sister are doing reading, we're working on pre-K in here because he has to use the computer, and then we're going to swap whenever it's ready for math for some of them. So go to the letter T today.
T. T.
And you can see that he kind of knows how to do it, and I sit in here with him, and I always help him. We always sound out.
Tiger, what are you doing in there, Tiger? No.
So we finished up pre-K on the computer, and now he's working on his workbooks. I forgot to mention that we do 2 days at a time for him for pre-K because we've been working on this for a little over a year. And so we had been doing it really slow. He's really catching on. He pretty much knows all of his letters already because we've been doing flashcards. But I wanted to finish it all out and make sure that he knows how to write them, which he's practicing now. He's writing out his T's. And I want to make sure that he can really have a solid understanding of his letters before we start reading. They're still finishing up their reading, and once they finish, my daughter is going to do some work on the computer. She still has some math work on the computer, even though she has her workbook. A lot of her math work is also in her workbook. And then my son, he will be doing all of his math work on the computer. So Ella's starting on her math because Graydon is still working on his reading. He has quite a bit to read today. So she's working on this, and then she can go back to her workbook. Normally, for the lesson plan for the day, you were supposed to print out a sheet, and then it had like a T that was already printed out on paper, and then you would put glue on it and decorate it how you wanted it. But today, he's giving a thumbs up. But today, I just took some construction paper. That's the cool thing about Easy Peasy is you can kind of customize however you want to do your plan. You just do it the way you want to do it. So I just took some construction paper and drew a T with some glue, and he is sticking his letters on there. His little
balls.
Yeah, I forget what they're called. But so he's just putting those on here to make his T. We're still working on reading over here. And Ella is working on the computer. And then we'll be swapping with Graydon, and Graydon will be going to the computer, and she'll be coming back over here. Colton, after he does his letter, then he's pretty much done for the day. He has a really short day.
Yeah, because I have to hold it.
And so he has a pretty short day.
Like this.
So you're going to hold it good?
Like very soft.
Okay.
Not very hard. Because it might fall.
Yeah, maybe. Colton is completely done with schoolwork. So he is relaxing right now, and the older two are still working on some of their book work, and Graydon is still about to go and work on some of his math. So now gives me the opportunity to get some coffee. So you don't have to always sit there the entire lesson. If they need me, I go in there. But I am going to go ahead and get my coffee going, do some dishes from this morning, and put up the dishes from last night. And it just gives me the opportunity to get everything done. He's reading now, and so he is on to math. So he's doing his math work on the computer. He's working on division today. Ella is doing her computer work now. Every week there's a lesson on computer work. So Graydon today, he had to set up an email account for junk mail and things, so he knows how to set up one of those now. And Ella is working on her typing. So for Easy Peasy, a curriculum for our science today, we made telephones, and we tried it out in the disposable cups, and we tried it out with cans. And which one works better, guys, based on our experiments?
The cups.
The cups work better.
The cups again.
Yep. And so we have, we've been learning about Alexander Graham Bell for history today. So we did that. We've eaten lunch. And this is pretty much our Easy Peasy day. We're done. We're done with school, right, guys?
Yeah!
So school is officially over. We got everything done. We had our lunch break. We've also done home economics. We learned about first aid with that. We did computer. We did our science and our history lessons today. Normally we have music and art as well, but that wasn't included in today's lesson. But we're done at 2:18, so we started around 10 and we're done by around 2, and that included our lunch break. So Easy Peasy curriculum really doesn't have that long of days. Even with 3 kids, we're done by this time.